RetroDaze.
Recently, as I was scrolling through some retro news, my mouth dropped open in disbelief. Could it be true? Did a company finally resurrect one of my all-time holy grails? And more importantly, shockingly, did I actually find out while it was still in stock? The answer to every one of those questions is a resounding yes, and the holy grail in question is none other than My Pet Monster, a shackled blue and purple abomination that made it okay for boys of the 80s and 90s to request a plush toy for Christmas without their fathers giving them the side eye.
Join us then as we bust through our breakaway chains and dive headfirst into all things My Pet Monster. Sadly, due to our production schedule, the first run of the new My Pet Monster Plush toys produced by the loyal subjects is already sold out. But don't click away just yet, because Toybook.com reported back in October of 2024 that My Pet Monster will return to toy departments next fall. In fact, at the time of this writing, there is already an active pre-order for the new plush on Amazon being sold for a cost of $50. Additionally, at the Loyal Subjects booth during the New York Toy Fair this year, they displayed other My Pet Monster products, like the smaller My Pet Monster Pets and bag clips, none of which have yet appeared online for sale as of this recording. The new version of My Pet Monster isn't an exact replica of the original, coming in at a smaller size with slightly different features, but for anyone unwilling to pay the often exorbitant prices on eBay for an original, this is an incredibly enticing offer. There will certainly be detractors, and to be fair, if I had the choice, I'd obviously prefer the original, but I'm also just happy that this exists at all. Just seeing My Pet Monster show up in my social media feeds made me happy and got me reminiscing about the golden age of the franchise when My Pet Monster was in video stores, on television screens, and sitting on toy store shelves.
My Pet Monster.
He's bigger than big.
When he fights battles, he always wins.
And he's your friend, too.
He breaks his chains.
Put him on you and break away, too.
With My Pet Monster, you're busting loose.
He's big.
And scary.
And helps people, too.
And he's your friend, too.
My Pet Monster plays all day.
Tough.
Awesome.
Looking great.
And all your friends will want him for their friend, too.
My Pet Monster has breakaway chains from Amtoy and American Greetings Company.
The idea for My Pet Monster originated with Ralph Schaefer, who was a creative force at American Greetings and later TCFC, where he was instrumental in developing product lines such as Care Bears, Strawberry Shortcake, Mad Balls, and, of course, My Pet Monster. Meanwhile, the plush design work was designed by Susan Schaefer. Interestingly, in 1985, her sister, Muriel Juneberry Farian, the mother of Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears, and the Get Along Gang, created an illustration for a female version that was never produced, as noted on her Instagram page. Perhaps the female monster never came to be because the whole point of My Pet Monster was to market a plush toy to boys, akin to how G.I. Joe was the answer to Barbie. Stuffed toys were fine when we were younger. Teddy bears and other animal plushies were fairly common, and I can't remember a single trip to the zoo without begging for a stuffed monkey. But at a certain age, once we grew out of the baby toys, we became particularly conscious of the fact that if our friends came over to play and saw stuffed animals, the rest of the school would know by lunchtime the next day. Before you knew it, you'd have a new nickname, like Tommy the Teddy Lover, Polly Plushie, or Connor Cuttlebug, that you'd carry with you straight into middle school. That was some sadistic stuff, but it was enough to send your once beloved stuffed toys to the bottom of the toy chest, where they'd stay until their inevitable deportation at your next yard sale. That's where My Pet Monster comes roaring into the story, released in 1986 by AM Toys, a subsidiary of American Greetings, because who could possibly make fun of you for owning a 2-foot monster that's so badass it needs to be shackled to keep it from ripping your face off? Never mind that BS in the commercial when out of nowhere the announcer shifts his tone to say the monster helps people too and he's your friend. Sure, buddy, we know propaganda when we hear it. That's just to keep the parents off your back. Without a doubt, this monster could snap at any moment, and we loved it. Luckily, the toy was popular enough to not only stick around, but also branch out into other media and toys.
These statues possess the power to transform anyone who stands before them into monsters.
This is crazy. It's a joke, right?
My theories are correct. I am vindicated, and monster lives in that teepee. It's happening.
Max?
Late again, Max?
Yes, Mrs. Huckley. I don't want to be a monster.
What's up? You sick?
Starving. I haven't eaten all day.
It is hunger. That's what changes Max into a monster.
It's gonna happen, Click. It's gonna happen.
You can't get away that easily.
Hey! There's the monster! Somebody stop the monster!
What is this? Actually, that's my pet monster. It's grotesque, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
Come on.
Not so fast, my dear.
Put down that check, you dog nappers!
Go get him, Max.
Just watch me.
Max Smith is My Pet Monster. New from High Tops Video.
In 1986, Nelvana, in association with Telefilm Canada and High Tops Video, released a live-action direct-to-video film about a boy who becomes the pet monster after being exposed to a supernaturally powerful statue. The listed runtime of the movie is a mere 60 minutes, though in reality it's closer to 46 minutes, and ends on a cliffhanger because it was originally meant to be the pilot of a full, but ultimately unproduced, series. Other than its unsatisfying ending, the anemic movie has a handful of other flaws and is generally considered a low point in the franchise's history, garnering an average 2.9 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. On the other hand, where there's an old movie you saw as a kid, there's likely a pair of rose-colored glasses sitting nearby, and many rewatch this movie with fond memories despite its objectively poor critical reception. As for me, I know for sure I saw this, but my only clear memory is of the video game-style opening title set to The Monster Mash. These days, you can either view the movie on YouTube for free or purchase the VHS copy on eBay for around $50, give or take. After the failed live-action version, there was one more attempt to capitalize on My Pet Monster's popularity by adapting the franchise for television.
Saturday afternoon on Global.
That's her. Monster!
That's right, it's My Pet Monster. But watch out, because once you turn the magic monster key, he's out of this world. And sometimes things get spooky.
Chucky, there's something else in here.
What is it?
I know.
I don't. You better run.
Monster?
Uh-oh.
Beast!
Because Beaster can turn up anywhere.
He's not gone.
Still here. So come along for the ride.
Fighting's away.
It's a monster-ific good time.
Ooh, totally awesome.
Sure is. Monsters! They're everywhere! But you won't need help if you ride along. And catch My Pet Monster, Saturday afternoon on Global.
My Pet Monster, the animated series, premiered on ABC Saturday, September 6, 1987 at 10 a.m. The series was co-produced by Nelvana Limited and High Tops Video in association with Golden Books and lasted a full season of 13 episodes. Deviating considerably from the plot of the movie, the cartoon creates a different origin for the creature, and instead of Max becoming the monster, it lives with him as a stuffed animal until Max removes the magic handcuffs and the monster becomes real. The cartoon was easily more popular than the one-off live-action release, and it did its job by increasing sales of the toys, but in the end, it wasn't a big enough hit to continue producing beyond that first season. Speaking of those other toys...
Hey, a monster pet. What's that? A monster pet has puppet action. Chain up. For action. Get him, monster pet. There. But monster pet's a good pet, too. Neat. And so friendly. But look out. They'll get you. Uh-oh. Beware of monster pets.
My Monster Pets have puppet action features. Part of the My Pet Monster collection, each sold separately, with breakaway chains from Amtoy.
After the success of the original design, there were a few other iterations to hit shelves, the first of which was My Football Monster, which had a completely different aesthetic to match the persona. Assuming you liked football, My Football Monster was arguably the better buy, as he came with more accessories, including a helmet and jersey, along with the iconic pair of handcuffs. Later, a series of Monster Pets were released, which were smaller puppet-like plush toys advertised for both boys and girls. The pets were just as colorful and furry as the original release, and they all came with their own cuffs too. The special feature of these toys was the ability to make their mouths move, not unlike a fluffy boglin. The pets came in 3 versions: Gwonk, Wogster, and Rark. 2 additional pets were later released in Europe, featuring different colors and features. Stepping a bit farther outside our usual time period of interest, there were some later revivals of the plush My Pet Monster, including a talking version from Toy Max in 2001 and the new Loyal Subjects 2025 release. But as with any popular toy of the 80s and 90s, you know they didn't stop with the main toys. One of my favorite bits of related merch for the franchise was the My Pet Monster pillow, which is exactly what it sounds like, with a few adornments like handcuff links, arms, legs, hair, and horns. Then there was, of course, an official lunchbox, though in this case it was one of the newer plastic varieties with a sticker on the front. I always preferred the metal ones, though I do like the design decision for the image saying, "Warning, this lunchbox protected by My Pet Monster." Some of the other ephemera found within the My Pet Monster universe were a pencil case pouch, pencil topper clip, party bags, ball darts game, party plates, mini plush figures, posters, plastic table covers, and more. The bad news is that seemingly any product with a My Pet Monster branding, no matter how inane and useless, will be sold for a premium on eBay. That previously mentioned table cover? Yeah, it's listed for $200. Heck, the products don't even have to be officially branded for resellers to hike the price. Take the Bow Biters Blue Meanie, originally sold at Target for $2.99. Clearly, these shoelace clips are meant to look like My Pet Monster, but they're not official, and yet they're listed for $120. Shoelace clips. $120 for shoelace clips! Then again, those Crocs Gibbets things are apparently super popular, so what do I know? The point is, collecting My Pet Monster toys and merch is an expensive hobby, though one I do wish I had the money to indulge in because, yeah, it's an awesome franchise.
It's become more and more common for our favorite franchises of yesteryear to re-emerge contemporarily with new merchandise, toys, and accessories. Although that leaves these new toys open to criticism, and often fans of the originals will not like the new direction their old favorites take, it's still nice to know I can go out and experience the joy I did as a kid. Now sure, the new toys may not look or feel exactly like the old ones, and they won't hold the same nostalgia, but they will be affordable and readily available. Well, some of the time anyway, as long as there's enough stock to keep all the scalpers at bay. As for My Pet Monster, were you a fan? If so, do you think you'll try to get one of the new plushies when they come back in stock this September, or will you stick to buying the vintage toys? You know, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. And if you enjoy our content, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and maybe even activating that ubiquitous notification bell. It really does make a huge difference. Let's meet again next week to celebrate yesteryear, right here on RetroDaze.
Clicky clicky.